Embracing Our Culture Coast to Coast is presented by Universal Companies and sponsored by Philadelphia Energy Solutions, Pico, Comcast, and Always Best Care.
So, Bayview Opera House is the oldest theater in the city. When the 1906 earthquake happened, downtown was raised, but because of the water, it stopped. So the houses in Bayview Hunters Point are the oldest buildings in the city, and this is the oldest business district in the city. These buildings go back to the 1860s, 1840s, and houses over there, 1840s. So this building was built in 1880, but it's also significant for Black history because there was a riot here in 1966. And so this was the headquarters of the Crispus Addicts Club, or a woman named Ardith Nichols operated out of here. And the police shot up this building in 1966. And so in 1966, Ford Foundation said Bayview Hunters Point was the best organized community in the country. So the first model city, the first two model cities, this was one of them. And so as part of model cities, they refurbished the building, and it's been continuously in use as a community arts center for the last 50 years.
I have a question just about the crime rate in San Francisco. What is the crime rate in San Francisco? You don't know? Come on, you're supposed to know everything. What was the crime rate in 1906? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, the day before the 1906 earthquake, the entire board of supervisors was indicted. So San Francisco's crime rate has really been about public corruption. Okay, and in fact, they got off because the records got destroyed. Okay, so that's actually part of our book, Cakewalk, that talks about, Cakewalk is about the period between 1906 and 1921, when the first jazz clubs in the world were created, and they were actually owned by Black club owners down on the Barbary Coast. And so the story of their relationship. Hey, Kevin Epps! Okay, trying to track him down from last hour. This is Kevin Epps. He is the producer of Black Rock, the documentary about blacks on Alcatraz, and also straight out of Hunters Point. These are the folks from WURD in Philadelphia.
Welcome. How y'all doing? Welcome.
Tell us about Blacks on Alcatraz. Yes. Give us a quickie.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's an untold story, you know. I was inspired to do that actually because of dealing with the incarceration and issues that affected us as our community has been criminalized, as you know. So that was a way to put that in historical context. So there's a lot of stories about Alcatraz, about Al Capone and Birdman. They remake those stories over and over again, but this was a unique perspective. We unearthed a wealth of insight and knowledge and history about our folks dealing with social justice, civil rights, and just really trying to stand up. So John Templeton was a part of it, so I was just inspired to be able to bring that film to the forefront and have a conversation about it. And they're screening it over on Alcatraz. They sell the product through the stores on Alcatraz. So it's a pretty significant project for me on a personal level, but just to be able to inform people about, you know, the Black and African American presence on Alcatraz.
How'd you get into film?
What do you say?
How'd you get into film?
I've been tinkering with film for a number of years. Got involved with the Film Arts Foundation, which was the Film Academy a few years back, and that's what I do. You know, I've been having some blessings, working corporate America, do a lot of community work with nonprofits, and yeah, I got a new film coming out right now.
Yeah, tell me about it.
This film I've got coming out currently, they're going to be screening it at the San Francisco Black Film Festival. It was a project around restorative justice and dealing with restorative justice in the Black community because a large number of our young people get suspended from school, make contact with the criminal justice system, and before you know it, there's that school to prison pipeline. So this project was funded by President Obama and some initiatives he got forth around My Brother's Keeper, which was a bigger speech that he made about a month ago around, us reaching out to our young people in the community and start figuring out ways to address the issues that they're dealing with. So this project is around restorative justice and bringing some attention to the movement that was formed out here with community, with some other stakeholders around changing the law where you don't suspend these young brothers and sisters for small little things like pants sagging or wearing a black hoodie, and really take them to the side and try to, put people around them that care and hear about what other issues they got going on. In light of coming from communities like this, you might have a mom who might be on drugs or violence might be rampant in your community, so it's affecting their focus when they're in school, and the people need to know that they come from these type of challenges. Not be so quick to call the police.
Tell them about straight out of Hunter's Point.
Straight out of Hunters Point, that's where we are right now. As you know, Hunters Point has a deep history in this city. This is a predominantly African American community, although the demographics are changing dramatically due to a lot of issues. One being, prime real estate in a city that's becoming very, very more expensive to live in. That community is about the social, economic, environmental, and history of this community. So it's the voices of the people, voices of the community talking about their story, telling their story. And that film has been widely seen, been featured in the New York Times, Washington Post, and all over the planet. So I'm just inspired to be able to tell that story and contribute, that to the larger conversation.
Embracing Our Culture Coast to Coast is presented by Universal Companies and sponsored by Philadelphia Energy Solutions, Pico, Comcast, and Always Best Care.